Hey, welcome back to another edition of the Tuesday Miner Update. Host here, Bobby Gray, founder and fearless leader of TEXITcoin. This is a rare pre-recorded message for you. I think I only did this one other time. And you'd be surprised how hard it is to actually do it without a live studio audience. It's very tough because I feel like I want to just keep pausing it and go back and say it again because I said it all wrong or it came out stupid. But you're not here, so I'm just going to keep going and pretend. Okay, so big day today for me. My wife and I are going to jump on a plane and head over to Berlin, where we'll catch the World Money Fair. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a booth this year at the World Money Fair. We will have one next year, but it's our opportunity to go out there and meet with the international coin community. These are guys that are selling government coinage, specialty high-end collector's items. We've already got some friends over there that are mining TEXICoin with us, and we are really excited to go back and reconnect with our friend Nicole, who was working with us years ago for sales and strategic partnerships. And so we'll meet Nicole there and get her up to speed on all things TEXICoin, get out and meet with the community and see if we can develop some new relationships as well. So that's an exciting time for us that it's going down this week. After that, we've got a couple days of R&R, and I will be back here in Texas on February 5th, just in time to get together with all of you in the North Dallas area for barbecue at the Heart 8. It's a big event. We got seating for 100. I want that room jam-packed. Fire marshals called. We're busting through the walls. It's our home turf. We've got a very exciting guest coming out there to meet us, Rafael Cruz, TEXICoin miner. He'll be there to share his evening with us as well. And so I want to put our best foot forward for that event, fill the room, have a great time, eat some really good barbecue as well. If you're a Texas barbecue fan, you'll know where the good spots are. If you're coming in from out of town, that's one of the good ones, I assure you. So that'll go down on Thursday, February 6th. There's also, I think, a barbecue in Mansfield a couple days before that. Let's check the calendar, see if I'm right. It may not even be on the calendar yet, but I think there's a barbecue in Mansfield a couple days before that. It's not on the calendar yet if there is one. Barbecues are working really great for us. I don't know if it's barbecue specifically that draws a crowd and gets people excited, but what's really working is consistency. And so the first time we go out, we do an event, a couple people show up, and that's great. We do the event. Then the next time there are more people, the next time after that, even more. And people notice that there's something happening, something growing, something exciting. And so maybe they come out and join us the first and second time, and it's by the third or fourth time that they finally go, all right, I don't want to miss it. I'll join you. Let's go. And so consistency is a huge part of our success. I think one of the most successful things that's worked for us is getting together with you every Tuesday night-ish. It's Tuesday afternoon right now. So consistency is a key to success. And I love the idea of always having some sort of get together on the calendar for us to look forward to. That way, if you're out at a mall or a shopping center or a library or just passing by somebody on a train or a bus, you say, hey, get together, come out and learn more about TEXICoin next Tuesday or Thursday or whenever the next event is. You know, it's hard to pin people down and give them the 90-minute presentation when you're going through the checkout line at the grocery store. So hand them a card, invite them out to our next event, tell them you'll buy dinner if they want to come out and hear what we have to say about the future of cryptocurrency. It makes it really easy to get people out and engaged. And once they see our community and they see how energetic and passionate we are about our mission, it's incredibly convincing. And so that's been a very powerful tool for us. So I think there's an event coming up that's not on the calendar yet in Mansfield and another event on Thursday, February 6th, excuse me, at Heart 8 Barbecue in the Colony. So if you're in the area, please come out and join us. Please bring a friend or two, somebody that might be interested in learning more and meeting the team as well. We'd love to meet and connect. So those are a couple events that are coming up on the calendar. I'll share my screen real quick and we will talk about our updates. There is the screen. Now, you may recall that we went through a bit of a merger recently with the MineTXC website. There's my lady with the water. Thanks, lady with the water. It's so far away. I just can't reach it. Thanks, lady with the water. It got to me. It's a live workday here. So if you hear McKalen in the background. So anyway, TEXITcoin website is still exactly the same, but if you go over to the resources tab and you click on Mine TEXITcoin, it'll take you over to the new and drastically improved MineTXE website. The first page is identical, or at least it should be. Down the bottom now, the form is a little bit more complex. It asks you for a promo code. It's not a drop down yet, but at the moment you can pop anything in there that you want. I think I think you can. Hopefully you can just type in there something. So if you talk to somebody and you mention either the buy three, get one free, or the, coin top up option or the free coin option, have them pick which one of those codes they want to take advantage of. Additionally, it is now linked in with the affiliate tracking URL. So that actually works successfully now. It is going to ask them for a password before they continue. And so have them prepared to pop in a password and actually create their full account. This way, they don't need to reset their password when they log in for the first time. They will have already established it. But a couple things here that are different. First and foremost is the dashboard. This is where you go now to get into what we used to call the payout website. Same website, we just dropped the payout. So all of our statistics are right here. And then if you want to sign in and see your account, you can do it with the sign in button, and that'll take you directly over to your page where you get to look at your sales, your sponsorships, placement, commission, resources, so on and so forth. We're also working on a new messaging system that will allow you to send messages out to other people on your team directly through the payout website. But back to the main page real quick. I want to show you some of the latest things that have happened. Oh, okay. So rewards page is the same, contacts page. We added a new section here for communities. Now we've got a lot more communities that we'll be adding here, but the communities page is we're going to build out a list of all the different markets that we are attempting to reach out to and connect with. And so the first one that we've got on there now is the page that was developed specifically for our friends in the precious metals community. We call it the silver bug community, but you could call it the metal bug or the gold bugs, lots of different names for it, but you can see new content there. So if you're talking to somebody that's engaged in a community that we've already identified as being really solid for our message, go through those community pages and figure out exactly what the message is. So that way you can speak a little more intelligently, either about TEXITcoin or about our project, or about what they may be interested in or concerned with in that regard. So back up top, let's go back to the dashboard real quick and take a look at some of our statistics. Lucky number 888 total members. We are growing very quickly. Feel free to ignore that phone call, by the way, that beeping in the background, if you can hear it. One of the things that I've noticed is that our TEXITcoin shared is starting to inch up a little bit. And so we usually tell people, our network produces about 90,000 coins a day. We're kind of coming up on like 93, 94,000 a day. And I think that as our power increases, we'll continue to march towards the 120,000 coins a day that we should be producing. But just keep an eye on that so that way you know what is expected to come off of the mine. Remember, you can always do a calculation to figure out exactly how many coins you get per day. Your hash power divided by the total sold hash power, which you can see here in this first chart, equals the percentage of the output that you get. And then you can take a look at the daily output from the mine. You multiply your percentage by the total TEXITcoin that was produced, and that's how you figure out exactly what you'll get. That's why it's so important to keep increasing your hash power so that as the mine payout gets split between more and more miners, you're able to keep up with the inflationary or deflationary effect of our growth. Okay, next round of charts. We had our biggest one day ever event, thanks to the Jaybirds over there in Mansfield last week. Crushed it. 57 people showed up for the barbecue, standing room only. Very nicely done. We broke $1.6 million on our funds chart. And as always, you can go through here. Eventually, Once I get everything working properly, you'll be able to click on each one of these to see the actual proof receipts that back up this data. And of course, the average payout per miner is decreasing slowly and steadily as it is designed to do. But you can see that if we look at it on a long enough chart, it's really starting to level out, and the drop is less severe as we get bigger, which is good. Revenue and commission. Remember, this is the one that I pay attention to most closely. Very exciting that we're now past $426,000 of sales for the month. That means that January is, in fact, as expected, our biggest month ever. What we're looking for here is 50% growth by month. So you see, in October, we did $150,000 in sales. Then we doubled that in November, more than, went up to 324. Now, it was only a little bit of an increase, probably slow because of the holiday month in December, but we did grow. And so now we're looking at it and saying, all right, what's 50% of 335? What's that? 165 on top. So 495. Is that right? So I'm hoping for 500,000 this month. That's my goal. We've got another 2 or 3 days to do it. That's a big jump, but I know we've got a couple big opportunities right in front of us. So again, do we need to have 50% growth every month to be good and successful? No, but we do know that we need to grow rapidly to reach our goal by February of 2026. I still don't think we've reached our tipping point. I think our first kind of half tipping point is 1,000 members, miners, and then our second one is going to be 10,000. So yes, I'm very excited to see this growth. We're almost at the 50% mark, but again, we really haven't gotten out of our pre-launch phase. We're still not doing any advertising. We're still not doing much in the way of promotion on a mass marketing scale. Really, the things that we're doing now is limited to gun shows, coin shows, and our individual, word of mouth advertising, which I really like. So we're growing quickly with just those tools. Imagine how much more quickly we will grow when we start working the plan a little more aggressively and adding in some of those mass market things. Remember, the thing that I pay attention to first and foremost is the gap between our revenue and commission. And last week was actually the first week that we hit a little bit of what I think of as a danger zone. Our commission plan is designed to pay out 50%. Last week, we were at about 55%. And so that's above where I'd like to be. And so we've got an important comp plan change coming up to help us identify some loopholes that need to get closed, and also some other things that'll help clean up the main goal of our project, which is growth. Our goal is to make sure that you're getting something positive out of TEXITcoin. Our goal is to grow our community and to grow our mind. And so the comp plan is incredibly important because we know that it's going to require incentive for you to go out and share our message. And if TEXITcoin is not putting something in your pocket, it's unlikely that you're going to go out and do that. So I understand that. But at the same time, TEXITcoin today is the goose that lays the golden egg. And my job is to love that goose, protect it, care for it, nurture it, and keep it healthy and safe. And so part of that is looking at the comp plan, making sure that it's continuing to serve our needs, making sure that it's not being used, overused, or abused, and make small changes along the way. So I've got a small change that's coming up. It's something we'll talk more about in just the next few days as I get it into writing on paper and update the website as well. So it's all clear and upfront, so you know exactly what to say to people that you're communicating with about TEXITcoin as an opportunity to build a side hustle and a referral organization that helps us all grow. Total miners is continuing to take off. Again, we just got up to 888. And so good job, us. And again, you can scroll to the bottom and see the rewards that are being paid out and our top earners and recruiters. So great job. Everything is going exactly correctly. We were supposed to receive our new mining hardware last week. It didn't happen. I'm still waiting for that to come in. That way we can plug it in and you'll see our hash rate jump. As it gets a little higher, then we're going to start thinking about promoting our results. And remember, the big connection that we're making is the size of our mine, size of our community, and the price of our coin. So our coin's doing well. We're out on the open market. We're inching up towards 20 cents a coin, which is all very good. But it's not until we start showing the world the results of our project that we can really have an expectation to see an impact on the price of our coin. And so we'll get that set up now that we've switched over to the new website, which I'm very happy with, and build it out here as a top level navigation option for the mine, which is what we're building. I was at the event last Friday in Mansfield and had an opportunity to just say a few words. Got there a little bit late. It was a long day, as you may recall. And I just wanted to remind people, I said, look, it's all very exciting to get caught up in the profitability of it and the coin and the promotion and the open market, and all those things are incredibly exciting. But keep in mind what we're doing. We're building a mine. We're building a digital currency for Texas by Texans that runs on a mine that's exclusively engineered, set up, maintained, and built in Texas. So that's our goal. Someone says, what are you guys doing? We're building a Texas mine. We're building the Texas blockchain. And I've been looking more for videos with the new administration confirming the elimination of capital gains tax on USA made cryptos. And so that's a really important thing for us to focus on. We are the USA made crypto, and keep that in mind as you're getting excited. The other thing to be very, very careful about, as we've talked about quite a bit, which I don't know how many people are taking seriously yet, is the whole other side. Glitz, glamour, excitement. I told you that you still to this day do not understand what crypto rich means. You will see it sometime very soon, probably. But there's a dark side to it as well. And that's why it's very important to keep yourself safe, to keep yourself private. There was a story just in the last week about the co-founder of the Ledger cold storage wallet product being kidnapped and held ransom for $100 million. And they call these things wrench attacks, grimly humorous reference to the fact that no amount of digital security can protect against physical violence. Crypto security is very difficult. And the first key to success is just being quiet, staying off the grid to the greatest extent possible, right? It says the incident highlights one of the fundamental paradoxes of cryptocurrency's promise of financial sovereignty. While being your own bank offers freedom from traditional financial institutions, it also means assuming the considerable security burden that banks typically shoulder. Remember, no chargebacks, no refunds. If you lose it, it's gone. This reality has become increasingly apparent as criminal gangs have grown more sophisticated in targeting high net worth individuals. There's all kinds of weird stuff that we have to watch out for. And so we had our own problem in the last week with the crypto cold storage wallets that we manufacture. We're dealing with that problem. But it's a very clear reminder to us that we need to be careful. Yes, we're expecting this project to work. Yes, it's going to be very exciting as we all get rich together. Yes, you do not yet know exactly how exciting that will be. You will see it soon enough. But it's incredibly important to stay safe, to be cautious as we move forward. The result for us is we're going through and doing a full security evaluation now about our code repositories, our access control, doing some AI powered sweeps through everything that we've ever coded to make sure that we've got clean code. Very important. Meeting with our development team to know who it is that's working on these projects for us, and making sure that we are identifying and eliminating every potential security risk that we can put our hands on. That's the top priority for us right now. And we'll share more of our suggestions with you as we get started with that process, so that you too can go through your own security sweep. Okay, let's make sure that our backup phrase is secure. Let's make sure that we didn't write down our backup phrase and save it to, an email that could get hacked, or a drive somewhere that could get hacked. There was a story about somebody that was in an airport, somebody connected to the airport Wi-Fi, and next thing you know, somebody hacked into their phone, figured out their key phrase that was hiding somewhere in their phone storage, and voila, 20 million bucks of crypto disappeared. Another thing that's really interesting about this is a different kind of warning as well. Part of the reason for TEXITcoin to exist is that we're not a centrally controlled crypto. But in this article, it confirms something that I've been curious about for a very long time, that says that the company worked with legal experts and the team to freeze a significant portion of the ransom payments through coordination with Tether. Tether's a centrally controlled crypto that can be turned off remotely. Various exchanges. If you store your crypto on an exchange or you have it in Tether, it's very possible for them to come through and shut those things off and seize them. That's why cold storage, like the products that we manufacture, are so important, because leaving it on an exchange could get frozen at any time. So, again, this is not to scare you away. This is to remind you that being cautious and careful is incredibly important. We took a big hit last week. We're going to work through it. It's very sad, very frustrating, but it's something that we're able to deal with. And that's great. But imagine yourself going through a similar situation. Imagine those TEXITcoins that you watched and nurtured, and then all of a sudden you misplace your cold storage wallet. Do you know where your cold storage coin is? Make sure you got eyeballs on that. Check every once in a while. Did you write down your passphrase in some sort of thing that somebody could find and figure out what it is? So again, we'll come out with security suggestions in the next couple of weeks so that you can go through and establish your own security protocol to keep this thing safe as it gets bigger and more exciting. It's all fun and games at 17, 18, 19, 20 cents. But when this thing pops, and it will pop, we want to make sure that we are not any more exposed than absolutely necessary. We want to be careful. We want to win, and we want to be able to cash out our winnings when the time is right. Big thanks to our friend Brett for our swag. Thanks, Brett. I'm off to grab a plane in just a couple minutes. My wife is getting antsy-pantsy, so I got to get out the door. But again, another good week for us, a big month for us, with January growing significantly. If we push a little harder and get to our goal, maybe we'll even be 50% better than we were in December. And I'm looking to an even bigger month in February. It's a shorter month, but we've got some big events going on in Las Vegas, in Denver, in Los Angeles, in Dallas. So we've got a lot to look forward to coming up here as we get into next month. Okay, that's it for me, Bobby Gray, founder, fearless leader, onward and upward with TEXITcoin. Thanks so much for watching this program. I'll release the link in a couple hours. And of course, if you have any questions, suggestions, get them into the group chat. But big improvements all around, and looking forward to an exciting completion to January and an even bigger February. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk again real soon.